Hey guys, crew at Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And Aaron, we're going to continue with our Death Battle stuff.
We are watching Darth Vader versus Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Which was referred to us by Captain Thor 24 as well as James Ruth.
James Ruth. All right, yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for liking. I hope you're subscribed. If you guys would like to have any other death battles, you can comment down below, and we might read your name out. Wouldn't that just be fun? Right? So,
Yep.
Okay, Darth Vader, Dr. Doom. Vader.
Vader?
Yeah.
I don't know all of Doom's powers. I know he's pretty strong. I know Darth Vader's really strong.
Yeah.
But if you're going to go with Vader, I'd go with Doom.
I mean, it's got to be Vader. I mean, I know, like I said, I know a little bit about Dr. Doom, but I mean, his biggest thing is that he's like a dictator in a foreign country, right?
Latveria.
I mean, Vader's a dictator over the entire galaxy.
Under the Emperor.
Well, yeah, but that's still the galaxy.
True. But that doesn't mean how powerful he is versus...
It does, kind of. But then it comes to the dark side of the Force. I mean, he's Vader.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's strong.
Yeah.
But he's not as strong as he could have been.
I know everything there is to know about Darth Vader. I don't know much about Dr. Doom really at all, so I'll definitely need to watch them.
Watch and see what they say about that? Okay.
So anyway, let's just jump right into it. But as of right now, you're going to take Dr. Doom?
I guess.
All right.
It doesn't make it fun if we're both Vader, right?
That means that we're going to have to continue our tradition of a slap bet! Slap bet?
All right.
Slap bet. All right. Let us start.
I like their logo.
Yeah. It's very, video co-pilot.
These two masters of evil are experts at bending others to their will. But beneath the mask lies the scars of their past. Literally. Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, and Dr. Doom, Sovereign Ruler of Latveria. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to
It's cool, they've
analyze
both been
weapons, armament,
disfigured
and skills
and have their
to
own
find out
armor
who would
covering
win
up those.
a death battle.
Yeah, but Vader needs his to survive.
Darth
Only
Vader.
Doom needs his.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, this masked murderer was one of the most dangerous and respected killers among the stars. Nobody stood a chance. He was a force to be reckoned with. But before he was a Dark Lord of the Sith, he was Anakin Skywalker, an innocent child sold to slavery on the harsh desert planet of Tatooine. Anakin was a prodigy mechanic, a prodigy pod racer, and a prodigy Jedi. So I'd say the drug dealer who bought him got a pretty sweet deal. You know, apart from the whole ownership of people thing. Then Liam Neeson showed up and measured his power level to find out that this kid was the chosen one. Destined to do something great that would bring balance to the all-powerful Force. Whatever the fuck that means. Freed from slavery and
Jedi,
trained
two
under
Sith.
Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin grew into an extremely powerful Jedi, capable of lifting starships and
Clone
crashing
Wars.
buildings
Dirge.
with just his
Who?
mind.
Dirge.
I don't
He
remember him.
quickly rose
It's
through
from
the
the
Jedi
comics.
ranks to the very top and led the legendary 501st Legion in the galaxy.
501st? Who calls it that? It's the
He also
501st.
grew into a really arrogant and whiny
Amateurs.
douche.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault. He's holding me back.
Naturally curious to an extreme, the vast
I love
potential
that
of
part.
the Force
Yeah.
was intoxicating to Anakin. Unable to accept loss and pain, Anakin sought new powers
Yeah.
to fix his
Yeah.
problem.
Anakin!
After a
Anakin!
prediction of his pregnant wife's death, he decided he had no choice but to turn to the dark side of the Force for answers.
Henceforth,
Ugh.
you shall be known as Darth
He looks almost as bad as Deadpool.
Vader.
Yeah.
Despite being trained in the Jedi's pacifism, Anakin learned that he was really freaking good at killing people and murdered nearly the entire Jedi Order. His punishment? A tearful breakup with his old master and a leisurely dip in a pool of lava. After some pretty intense reconstructive surgery, he was rebuilt as the black-cloaked Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader.
Yeah, from Rebels. Cool.
If there was anything you hated about Anakin before, don't
Force
worry.
Unleashed.
Vader is nothing like that whiny little prequel bitch. He's a badass
fuck you
through and
guys.
through with one of the coolest voices of all time.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Vader's body was sustained by his dark
Serial
armor,
number?
a mobile life support system designed to
guess.
protect what was left of him and intimidate foes. The suit enhanced his vision, hearing, and physique. With his robot limbs, he can leap dozens of feet and lift several hundred
he
pounds.
could do that, too.
All without having to use the
Force.
Force. The armor is even
Yeah, this
dense
was at the
enough to
Force.
deflect lightsaber blows. Unfortunately for Vader, his new body had several problems. The armor was cumbersome and weighed him down. Much of it was mismatched, snagging and pulling on his body. His incessant raspy breathing often kept him awake. His synthetic skin itched constantly.
I mean, it was designed that way so that he would constantly be in pain.
You're saying in this
So he could use that to
technological
become more
marvel of an
powerful.
age, we can't fix one person who's fallen into lava.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
It's very likely Vader's Sith Master, knowing his new student could become more powerful than himself, included these faults on purpose. While it caused problems for Vader at first, he quickly grew accustomed to
You
his
don't think
Sith's
so?
limitations and modified his fighting style to complement his new stance and strength.
If
And while his
Palpatine
life
wanted
support
a
systems are vulnerable
parental
to electric
control,
overload,
why would he
should
keep
the
trying to go
Lord's
for
captain,
Vader, for
he
Anakin,
can
the
use the Force to
most
sustain
powerful there
himself
is?
for several hours.
Why wouldn't he just keep Dooku?
Vader
Doesn't make any
wields a
sense.
dual-phase
Dooku was old.
lightsaber. Unlike
Yeah, but he could be
normal
controlled.
lightsabers, which are already cool as shit, Vader can manually adjust his to double its length. But if it lasts for more than 4 hours,
That's
he needs to
you.
consult a doctor.
All too easy.
With his unmatched connection to the Force and training in both Jedi and Sith arts, he's learned a variety of techniques. He can deflect energy blasts with nothing but his hands, anticipate his opponent's next moves, and increase his speed and strength. And though his mechanical limbs cannot channel Force lightning like his master, he can condense and launch a ball of electricity called kinetite.
And he can always use telekinesis to lift people up and choke the ever-living hell out of them. A power that would come in handy if you ever had to deal with an annoying co-host.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Using the dark side of the Force, Vader embraces his passion and rage in battle, complementing his extremely offensive fighting style. The angrier he gets, the deadlier he becomes.
He's defeated tons of Jedi Masters, including Obi-Wan himself. He matched his secret apprentice Galen Merrick in Force combat, who is powerful enough to move Star Destroyers.
No,
and
he's
kill
not.
the doppelganger of Darth Maul
He
by
can't move
impaling
a
himself.
Star. He just
Man,
nudges it
that's
out of the way.
dedication.
He doesn't
And
like.
finally, after
control the
discovering his
Star Destroyer.
long-lost son, Vader
poured it
had a
out of the
change
sky.
heart. He rescued his son
Unnecessarily.
by sacrificing himself
Yeah, I
to
agree with the
destroy
con- with
Sith
the- with
once
the
and
book.
for all.
Versus the.
Or at least
game.
until the next movie comes out.
Darth
Yay!
Vader is impressive. Most impressive.
There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you.
Dr. Doom, master of science, sorcery, and his own country, Doom is undoubtedly one of the most dangerous villains in the Marvel multiverse.
I mean, just look at him. He looks like death itself. But before he was Lord of Latveria, Victor Von Doom was a gypsy.
Yeah.
His father was a highly intelligent doctor who died of frostbite, and his mother just so happened to be a satanic witch who accidentally sold her soul to the devil.
Poor orphan Victor was determined to master
Well, that was
both
like
science and
retcon
magic
stuff,
to honor
too.
his parents. And he did.
By secretly combining technology and sorcery, Victor made a name for himself with a number of miraculous inventions, including a robotic duplicate of himself dubbed the Doombot.
Doombots!
Get used to seeing those things. I mean, like every time Doom has been killed, it turns out it was just a Doombot.
This isn't Doom at all. It's some kind of Doombot.
Wonder he didn't use the ring. It's a complete fake.
He eventually developed a machine designed to take him to and from hell itself to rescue his mother.
But it blew up in his face. No, like, really, it blew up in his face.
After the accident, despite his only injury being a single scar, Victor was horrified that his always perfect face had been tainted.
Little
Victor
bitch.
ran away to the Himalayan mountains and ended up joining a group of Tibetan monks.
He soon put them to work building him an awesome suit of armor to enhance his power and hide his face. He was so eager to get the damn thing on that he put on the metal mask before it cooled down, messing up his face even more.
This armor magically severed his physical connection to the world, shielding him from the nightmares and transforming him into a cold engine of logic. Thus, he took the name Dr. Doom.
Victor, please.
Call me Doom. With his new armor,
I don't
Dr.
even
Doom
remember
soon
those
conquered
movies
his
at all.
home country, Latveria, claiming the
I
throne
know
for
Galactus was a
himself.
cloud in the second one.
Is he really a doctor?
Well, he was expelled from college, but he just gave himself a Latveria doctorate once he was running the country. So, technically, yes.
What a cop-out. Those of us with degrees had to work hard for our doctorates.
You do not have a doctorate.
Yaha, check it out. Got it in poultry science, specializing in the frying.
Poultry?
Well, holy shit. Anyway, Doom's armor is mostly made of titanium, but there's way more to it. With it,
Nuclear
he's
power?
tough enough to lift buildings, survive blows from Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, and one-shot the Incredible Hulk. Plus, it has a force field, jet boosters, and energy blasters.
And also a molecular expander, which can enlarge small objects he keeps with him. Handy for turning tiny pebbles into giant boulders.
Maybe I should
That's
look
weird.
into this science thing.
Like
The
Ant-Man.
armor also has numerous
guess.
methods of energy absorption and manipulation, giving him complete control over all sorts of machinery.
It might just be the most overpowered suit in comic history.
Kind of bullshit.
I mean, it even
What?
has
There's
pieces
there's
of the
so much
true
stuff.
cross to protect against Dracula and other undead enemies.
It not only increases his physical strength, but also his magical ability,
Time travel?
which includes
Dimension
teleportation,
travel?
mind transference, demonic summons, mystical blasts, and numerous other spells he's learned over the centuries. Yes, I said centuries. Doom time traveled to the earliest days of magic and learned all he could before returning to the present the normal way. By waiting.
Ah, yes, I think I'll be immortal today. But as awesome as his armor is, Doom's still a badass without it. One time, Doom found himself stranded on another Earth, buck naked after being switched with his arch-nemesis Reed Richards by a Celestial. Long story. Anyway, he gets attacked by a lion, which he straight up killed with a single punch. Then turned it into a pretty sweet suit.
Under Doom's rule, his country Latveria prospered. Its people loved their new dictator, though the rest of the world was of a different opinion.
Probably because he keeps trying to conquer it all.
Well, whether Doom is a bad guy is a bit up for debate. Sure, there was that one time he sacrificed the woman he loved to hell and had her skin turned into leather armor he wore, but for a long time, Doom's top priority was actually
terrible.
rescuing his mother from damnation.
And he eventually pulled it off. With that off the list, Doom did what any magically powered titan of science would do. He went time-hopping to the future.
Doom explored thousands of possible future timelines, and what he saw convinced him he needed to take over the world.
The
See,
KK
Doom
guy?
truly believes he must conquer the
I'm not
world,
sure.
as that is the only possible future freed from suffering and want.
And he's kinda right. I mean, even the Panther god of Wakanda backed him up, and that guy looked into, like, all the futures.
However, despite his overwhelming power, intellect, and intentions, Doom is extremely arrogant to a fault.
It's ridiculous. I can't even count how many times Doom had world domination within his grasp and then dropped the ball. I mean, one time he stole the godly power cosmic from Silver Surfer and still lost because Mr. Fantastic tricked him into flying into a power cosmic sucking force field.
But if Dr. Doom could just keep his ego in check, nobody could ever stand in his way.
Your plan to destroy them has failed, Master. Failed.
That's what the second movie was about. Was the Silver Surfer Cosmic.
Dr. Doom does not fail.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
We're in a Star Destroyer?
It's
TIE fighters.
Probe droids.
Lord Vader, we ambushed the locals public pollution, but Skywalker escaped. Again. I apologize. I shouldn't have been so hasty to begin with.
Unwise decision.
Oh, strange art style.
This farce is over.
That's cool.
Bow before me. Don't underestimate the power of the Force. Fire! I can sense it.
I mean, no. Dang it. I want to root for Vader.
No, Vader's mine. Little acrobatic for Vader, but alright.
Oh! He was invisible.
Yeah, Vader can sense that.
Didn't work. Ah.
Witness the power of
There's a Doombot.
Enough.
Oh my gosh. Vader's a bot.
Ooh.
Beware my power. What is the meaning of this?
Taking him to Dreamland with Kirby?
They went back in
Oh,
time
jeez.
to Earth.
The T-Rex. He
Yeah.
was crying, do you see that?
And by a volcano, I don't like it.
Where did Saber go?
You'd never let anybody get that close to him.
You have no hope.
Oh! Crap. Dragon Ball Z fight.
Kind of.
Got you.
Oh, that shrinking Rocky thingy.
That's it.
Oh, there's Stormtroopers now,
was
too.
extremely powerful, certainly capable of obliterating a basic Doombot. However, Dr. Doom himself is in a league of his own.
Vader may be the chosen one, but Doom's experience mastering magic and science trumped the Sith Lord. Plus, while Vader has proven his strategic prowess over 2 decades of experience leading an army, Doom has successfully led a country and then a whole planet.
And of course, Dr. Doom's armor is absurd. Its magical barriers and separation from the physical world have protected him from reality warping and telekinetic attacks from the likes of Thanos and the Silver Surfer, whose power makes Vader's lightsaber and force choke look like child's play.
Bullshit.
Even if Vader could get through that suit, Doom's mind is armored by his sheer willpower, preventing any of Vader's force-powered mental reading or manipulation.
Unfortunately, Vader was forced to meet his doom.
The winner is Dr. Doom.
Next time on Death Battle.
That was the worst death battle we've seen yet, I thought.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like it.
I mean, I was hoping that Darth Vader would win, but I mean, with all the powers they showed of Doctor Doom, I mean, it doesn't
See,
make
this
sense.
is the thing about when you compare like a non-comics character to a comics character. And this is nothing against comics, because I love comics. But comics are kind of bullshit in the sense that these characters have gone on for so long, and they've been written by so many different writers, and they have so many different interpretations, and each time they come in, they have a new power, and a new thing, and a new thing, and they have to keep going, and keep raising the stakes, and they have to keep going. It's like a soap opera, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just keep adding more and more and more and more and more and more powers without giving any true limitations. You know what I'm saying? It just makes for a uncompelling villain if you don't have any flaws at all. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he has been beaten and stuff, you know, like.
Well, no, I understand that. I just mean in the
You
sense
mean in
that
the sense of a death battle? You mean?
I mean in the sense of like comparing characters to one another. Vader has a very clear, defined storyline, power base, limitations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas Doctor Doom, you got to go through 50 years of comics, and you have to check off the list of all the different shit a random writer has made him do. You know what I'm saying? So you give him 30 different powers. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's kind of unfair to be able to compare those two. I think sometimes. Because, like, you know, we do Superman versus Goku. Goku, this is what he can do. Superman, he can do just everything. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. Whenever those kind of things happen, I don't like it.
So like there shouldn't be a debate on who wins those kind of things because they just shouldn't make that debate.
Not necessarily. I don't know. I just think that if you're going to do that, then you need to go to all of the crazy stuff Vader did in the EU.
I mean, I never heard of him being able to make an electric ball and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So apparently they did dig in pretty deep to find some stuff.
They didn't really dig deep enough because, you know, they keep talking about how, you know, well, Doctor Doom has the power of dark magic on his side. It's like, well, Vader has Sith sorcery. I mean, he can do those things.
What can he do though?
I mean, we can do all the different Sith spells. He has access.
He can't do lightning though.
Well, he can't do lightning. He can do lightning. He just can't shoot it from his fingers.
He shoots it from his nose.
No, he can just shoot it. He can just create lightning like he did.
And
with
make
that
an energy
thing.
ball and shoot
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, there's. It's the Force. There's no limits to those points. If you're going to give Doctor Doom a unlimited power base based on all of his different things that are possible in his comics, you should do the same thing with Vader.
I mean, Vader can't teleport or time travel.
Well, there's flow walking, which you can time travel.
So he could go back in time and change things? Or he can go back in time and see things?
No, he can go back time, like Jason Solo did flow walking. He went back in time and had a conversation with his mother.
Yeah, but he couldn't go back in time and then stay there and do stuff.
Not necessarily. It was a little different. But it's hard to compare the things. You know what I'm saying?
Whereas, like, Doctor Doom could go back in time and stay there and just live through time. That's crazy. I don't know how he was immortal. I don't think they explained that part.
I don't know. That's why you gotta say, like, sometimes comics are bullshit.
Yeah,
you know?
that.
The idea is that he went back in time, learned all the ancient magic at the beginning of magic, and you have to assume that he would have learned some kind of
immortal spell. Or maybe he already knew that.
I don't know.
I mean, he was trying to get to hell in the very beginning of everything. So.
Yeah. So anyway, and then I personally felt like the animation this time wasn't the best.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the stuff we've seen too has been
some of the later
before
stuff.
and after.
Of course,
both,
I get you. I'm just saying, like, you could have come up with some more creative things. I thought, you know, when you have the entire arsenal of Force powers versus a ridiculous list of Doctor Doom stuff, you could have came up with some little more creative things. But it's gonna happen, right? Anyway, I still enjoyed it, even though I lost again. So I think I won against Calvin last time.
The Iron Man one? Is that it?
Yep. Anyway, so there's a slap bet to be done. So Aaron, so you slap me.
Oh, I want to hit you like low or high.
You just hit me in the cheek. Doesn't even hurt. There's a pussy. Come on, slap me for real. Come on.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get too highlighted, Calvin.
All right, that was a good one. Woo! Okay, so next time I win, I get to slap you twice.
What?
All right, I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
See you guys next time.